Well, folks, we're heading out in the kayak. I got this camera set up. I haven't a clue what it's filming because my screen, my view screen, does not work. So all I can do is point it in a direction and hope that it's getting what I want it to. Once I get on the water, I can't reach that camera. It's going to be shooting over my head. So this is the first time I'm trying it this way, and I'm hoping it'll work out. So we're going to head out here on the water for a little while and see what the conditions are like, and maybe fish a little. So I guess all I can say is, let's go. Getting through this shallow section and out these weeds is a real chore. I gotta check this rod. It didn't like going through those bushes. Should be okay. Should be. I've got about a 1 foot path here to get myself through and out of here. Basically, I'm paddling brush. There is water under all of this. Now, if I come out here every couple of weeks or so and keep this little inlet going into that campsite used, it won't get overgrown. They'll be able to use it. I hope I don't burn too bad. I put sunblock on, but it's been a little over an hour since I put it on, and I just don't trust it. I should have brought it with me, I forgot. So I might end up nursing some sunburn. I got my arms and tattoos pretty well sunblocked well though. See, now camp is right over there, and the pond is back there. And from what I could tell on land, the pond has a channel that makes it accessible from the main lake. And we're going to find out. Now, you're not going to catch me just power paddling today. It's 12:15, and I got the whole darn day. Oh yeah, we can go through here with no problem. It's nice too that I got the wind to my back. Now, that's one thing too with this camera, the way it's set up. Now, I didn't put my new microphone on here with the windsock to make sure that, just to make sure that we don't get wind sounds. So you might get a lot of wind noise once in a while, simply because I don't have a windsock or or an external microphone on it. Now looking at this is about 4 feet deep here, this little channel. Yeah, and the wind is basically just blowing me down this channel. There's a deadfall here, but it's still deep. Well, you can see they laid these logs in for the trail. That's where I came out, right over there on the trail that goes all the way around the lake. And there are actually logs, as you can see from the boat, there's logs laid across because obviously most of the time this is not accessible. But boy, it sure is today. This little pond is kind of cool. Kind of cool in here. I made an anchor out of a stone and some paracord because I'm going to want to try fishing a few spots. But with the wind today, there's no way to stay in one particular spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to drop that anchor. I'm going to fish in this spot here just to see if there's anything back here in this pond. Well, now out here it looks awful deep. You can't see the bottom anymore. Usually I can see about 6 or 8 feet. So I'm going to maneuver myself around here. Oh, it's a warm one. Really warm out here today. See, now the way that moves tells me there's current under there. Because there's no wind in this spot right here. It's just dead calm. We're surrounded by trees. I'm only about 100 feet, about 100 feet from my truck. Okay, I'm gonna move. One of those days where I ain't spending a bunch of time in one spot. You may be able to see the truck there right in front of us in the woods. I'm going to head out of the pond out to the main lake so I can get a little bit of a breeze. It's so calm back here. And I'm telling you, right now it's got to be pushing 80 degrees at least. Now anybody watching this, they notice my paddles are set at 90. They're not offset, and it's because I don't like these paddles. They shed too much water when you got them on an offset. Yeah, if you got them on an offset, you get a lot more power when you're putting your shoulders into paddling. You get a lot more bite. But I don't want to be soaking wet either. So I'm going to be looking at new paddles here in the next few weeks, I think. Well, it's pretty nice that this little channel is in here. And it's definitely a wooden walkway that used to be across there. I think what it is it's a wooden bridge that collapsed into the water. That's what it is. There's a bridge crossing this channel for that trail that goes all the way around the lake. That trail around the lake is really nice. I enjoyed that. Well, we're going to cut straight across into the wind. So I'm not going to be able to talk much. I'm letting this camera run till the battery goes dead or the memory card's full. One or the other. Or I'm done kayaking for the day. This is all bog over here on the right. All this area is all bog. Dry land there in that bog, which I would bet you there's good blueberries around in there. I've gotten into some bogs where the blueberries are just thick. This is also a spot that you would usually see some wildlife. Oh yeah, there's, wherever these trees are growing, there's little mounds of ground. So, boy, the water surface doesn't show it, but man, is that headwind is really strong. You're probably hearing it on the microphone. Now yesterday, I paddled out here to the end of the lake and I came back about halfway and then cut straight across the lake back to the camp. Today I'm going to follow the shore all the way around, I believe. This is such beautiful country in here. It reminds me so much of Boundary Waters canoe area up in northern Minnesota. This is just like a tiny version. Yeah, conditions allowing, I will be getting a lot of use out of this kayak this summer. I am so happy that I'm retired and can now do things that I wasn't able to do before. Check this out. I don't know if you can see them or not. There's a family of geese over there, Canadian geese. There's 3 of them. Oh, I can see on shore there's some more. Here comes 2 more. So there's 5 of them. I could hear them honking this morning. I just didn't know where they were at. And there they are. Hope you guys can see them. They're looking at me like, what kind of duck is that? It's duck. See, it's a lot calmer over on this end because the trees are acting as a buffer. They're probably nesting in there. I'm gonna anchor in here and cast a couple of times. Whew, she's a warm one. This is a nice little cove in here. But as you can tell, when I shut my mouth, just how peaceful it is out here. Go down to the end. Anchor about 40, 50 feet from the end. Make a few casts. I'll show you here too. You can see this wraps around. It's like a point that comes around. You can see the main body of the lake over on that side of it. And again, that water looks fairly deep. I don't know what this lake's average. Yeah, this kayak came with a paddle holder, which is nothing but a piece of elastic cord attached to the handle of the kayak, the side handle, with a little hook. So you lay your paddle down and you pull that elastic cord over it and attach it to the hook. And your paddle lays the length of your kayak like this. Okay? That's nice. The thing fell off before I even put the kayak in the water. But boy, is she warm out here once you bring this kayak to a stop. I feel terrible because I headed out here with the intent of trying some of Andy's baits out. And this old fool went and forgot them. They're on shore. But fortunately in my mini kit, I have a couple of cheap top waters that I'll use, see if I can attract anything. As far as I'm aware, this lake only has bass and panfish in it. I don't know that it's got any northern. Oh yeah, that's a good 12 feet. See? A nice piece of granite that was around another fire pit over there where I'm camping. And that campsite's got, their fire pit's got tons and tons of rock. No fire pit needs that much rock. Looks like they're trying to build a fireplace. So I nabbed up a rock that I thought was just the right weight. Came home and lashed her up and made an anchor. Well, it doesn't look like I'm having much luck with the fish today, but that's all right. Depending on the weather, I'm thinking, okay, it's Tuesday. I have to be home tomorrow. I'm going to do my live stream on Wednesday, my typical Wednesday live stream, around the campfire. And then I'm thinking that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, unless the campground's really crowded, I will be going to Birch Grove and fishing the Twin Lakes there. I'm pretty sure we'll get something there. Something just top fed right there. Don't know if it had to have been a sunfish. I'm gonna drop the anchor here. Oh yeah. Oh, that wind is blowing. Okay, gotta shallow this up. I'll try it there. Beautiful flowers along the shoreline. way the fish are not fighting. I'm afraid the lake got froze out. Which is a real shame. Because this is a really, really nice lake. I definitely like camping here. I'm definitely going to figure out a way to rig up a anchor pulley on the front, on the bow somewhere, so I can drop the anchor right out at the bow. That way I can bow into a spot and be pretty certain that it's going to stay put. That'll always be facing forward to the area I want to fish. Won't take much to rig up an anchor pulley on the front. But I'm not spending between 25 and 50 bucks on one of those mini anchors. See, that's one thing I love about kayaking and canoeing is you get into areas like this and you can just drift along, float. So many people, and I don't blame them if that's what they want to do, but so many people, when they go canoeing or kayaking, they're out there just going for it. I'm going to get across such a lake and such a lake, and then we're going to camp, and then we're going to paddle like heck to get across such a lake, and or they're on a river and it's let's go. I love it when I see folks on lakes like this that are just, they take about 6 or 8 or 10 strokes and then they just lean back and pay attention to what's going on around them. And just take it in, take it all in. Oh yeah, I can definitely feel the sun on my legs now. That stinking sunblock, SPF 50, acting like SPF 5 now. Yeah, I'll have to get into shore and put some more on. And it's starting to calm down, so that's nice. Towards evening, I'm going to be back out on the lake, if it's not raining or storming or something. I won't video that trip out. I'll have the camera on board and I'll be able to reach back and turn it on, I think, if I run into something of big interest. Well, we're heading right for the geese, if you can see them there. And I'm going to just shut up and just slowly paddle my way towards them and see what they think. They're going to think, that bugger, we moved to this end of the lake to get away from them. Turning into a hot, sweaty day. There's just enough breeze that it helps cool you off. The occasional splash of water from the paddle don't hurt any either. Adjusting my seat. There, that's better. I must have bumped the buckle or something because all of a sudden the one side went slack on me. There's 6 of them. No, there's 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. See them there? Yeah, they didn't like me turning and looking at them. Let's go in the weeds where he can't see us. Okay, guys, you're okay. I'll leave you alone. Oh, they chased a big crow out of there. There they go. There they are. That something really upset them back there. It wasn't me. They had already gotten quite a ways from them. Something happened they didn't like. I do have to say, the kayak is not just comfortable, it's stable. I feel real good in it. It's a good, stable kayak. Dock right here. Boat landing right there. Get up here next to the dock. Hard to believe that on a normal year, you can pull up to this dock, get out and walk straight, it's all land. Right now there's about 10 inches of water, on the walking trail. Almost back into camp. That's one thing with this camera. I've got a rough idea that it's been filming for about an hour and a half. But that's literally what it is. It's a rough idea. I don't know how much battery life is left. I don't know how many hours and minutes it's been running. Yeah. No way to tell with that screen burned out on it. So that's why I got it mounted on the back of the kayak. Because if if something happened and I had a rollover or something and this camera got soaking wet and a little bit trashed, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Because I had to buy a new one to replace it, so it's like this one doesn't exist anyway. Now I want to deal with that issue of hitting the trees going in again. Hopefully that'll do the trick. And we'll just zip right down a little red-winged blackbird. Hello. We'll zip in here. My little tiny channel. Yeah, on a normal year, you wouldn't be doing this. This water wouldn't be high enough to get in here. Oh. Boy, that feels good to get out of that life jacket. Time to get my feet wet. Oh. Wet butt. But that's what kayaking's all about. If you're not willing to get a little bit wet, don't go out. Don't go out in the kayak if you don't like getting wet. I'll drop that in a rod holder. Put this in a rod holder. I got a spot for my paddle. I hope you folks can see me. It says it's still recording. Well, that was a nice little jot, about an hour and 45 minutes. I enjoyed it. I hope you folks enjoy the video of it. Like I said, I'll be going back out this evening as long as it's not storming. If it's not storming, I'll get back out. I don't know that I'll be videoing though. We'll see. I got to pull the kayak a little farther up, pull the tripod off, pull my gear out of it, take a little bit of a break, have a cup of coffee. Thanks folks for tagging along. Hey, and don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, punch my ugly mug. I'll leave a few videos or playlist up for you. Sorry that this is shaky, I'm hand holding this. And as always, this is I saying, you all have a very, very nice day. Bye-bye.